Hello and welcome. So, a person's systolic blood pressure, which is measured in millimeters of mercury, depends on a person's age in years. The equation given below gives the person's blood pressure, which is what P stands for, at age Y years. All right, so we are told to find the systolic pressure to the nearest tenth of a millimeter for a person at age 47. Now, we just said age 47 was our Y, right? Y equals 47. So it's literally just saying find the pressure, P, when Y is 47. All you're doing is just plugging a number in. So we have 0.006 times 47 squared minus 0.01 times 47 plus 121. That's all this first piece is really asking us to do. So let's plug it in. I have a calculator right next to me. So we have 0.006 times 47 squared minus 0.01 times 47 plus 121. And that will give us 133.784. Now this one says, that's the whole decimal, right? But this one says to go to the nearest tenth of a millimeter. Tenth would imply first decimal place. So we look at the second digit, and that one rounds up. So 133.8. There we go. All right. Now part B says if a person's systolic pressure is 134.92, what is their age? Meaning Y equals what when P equals 134.92. So all we're going to do is we're going to instead plug in the pressure number. So 134.92 equals 0.006 Y squared minus 0.01 Y plus 121. Voila. All right, so now what we're looking at, we're saying, all right, now we have one variable in the whole equation, and that's the Y, the thing we need to solve for. So when we're looking at this, hopefully you see that square and you think, oh, this is a quadratic. I've been solving quadratics for like ever. And that could be anything where you could be solving by completing the square. You could solve by factoring, solve by quadratic formula. Any of those will work. Now, I would personally recommend solving by quadratic formula because it can handle these decimals very, very easily. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to subtract the 134.92 to the other side, though. It's because our quadratic formula requires everything to be on the same side. All right, so 121 minus 134.92, and we're going to get 0 equals 0.006 y squared minus 0.01 y minus 13.92. All right, now reminder quadratic formula. So x equals negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. There we go. All right, so in our case, we're not solving for x. The thing we're about to solve for is our y here, so I'm going to change this as a y equals. And then it's the a, b, and c's are coming from the ax squared plus bx plus c format. So a is the thing in the very front, b is our number in the middle, c is our constant. So here we have negative b, so negative of my negative 0.01, so positive 0.01, because the negative and negative make it positive, plus or minus the square root of b, negative 0.01 squared minus 4 times a, 0.006 times c, 121, all over 2a, 0.006. Oh, whoops, I looked one line too high. That is our negative 13.92. Let me highlight that. That's where all our numbers should be coming from. All right, so when we're looking at this, it's just really calculator plug and chug at this point. So we're going to say, all right, well, we have, let's do the stuff inside the square root first. We have negative 0.01 squared minus 4 times 0.006 times negative 13.92. We plug all that in. And I am running out of room. So I am going to shrink a little of this to make more room. So y equals 0.01 plus or minus the square root of 0.33418. That is an exact decimal. I did not round that number. And then our denominator, we have 0.006 times 2, so 0.012. Right? And then this is something we can now plug in our calculator. I'm going to let you see this part so you can kind of know what to gauge here. So we have our fractions. We have our 0.01 plus square root of that 0.33418 number all over our 0.012. And we also have the minus of that, so 0.01 minus the square root of 0.33418 over 0.012. All right, so we have two numbers here. We have this 49 number and the negative 47 number. Now, when we're looking at this, we're saying we're looking for the person's years, their age. It doesn't make sense for someone to be negative 47 years of age, which means that our minus, the second number here, is really not going to make sense. So that means 49 is going to be the number we care about a lot more. All right, so let's see. Rounded to the nearest whole year, and we had 49.0069192, right? That's just 49. Okay? And that's it. That's as crazy as this one gets. Thanks for watching.